Hey guys, this is going to be the proper unboxing of this Westinghouse 12-inch high velocity fan. So I did go to Walmart and return the damaged fan, and I did try to repair that one by extracting out the broken screws, but I couldn't get those to budge. So ultimately I didn't want to damage the fan anymore, so I returned it and bought a replacement fan at a different Walmart location just to be safe, because I wasn't sure if the entire inventory at the first Walmart, who knows, they could have had broken fans, for all who knows. So I got this one, and I'm hoping that this one's in good shape. So we're gonna unbox it. I haven't even cracked the seal, so we're gonna do that together in this video. And we'll cut this. And that. That should. Come on. That was kind of a dumb move, keeping my finger that close to the blade. Alright. Oh, are you kidding me? There we go. Alright, fingers crossed. And that's looking good. Alright, so let's pull out the parts. So I'll take this one first. So first part, we have the stand. This is like a two-piece stand, so we'll have to assemble that. Nice chrome finish. It's looking good. We'll take out the other half, which is also looking fine. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with the chrome finish. It is quite nice. Alright, and here is the fan. I'm not seeing any broken screws yet, so that's a good sign. We're going to pull it out. Maybe I should adjust the camera. This might be a bit too... Alright, let's continue. Alright, so here's the fan unit. It's looking good. Alright, so let me gently set this down. Let's get things organized, then we'll assemble it. Alright, so I did some inspection off camera and it's looking all good. None of the screws are broken, so I'm guessing this fan wasn't subjected to poor handling like the other one was. There's a little bit of weird gap going on here, but that's probably just the grill being a little uneven. Yeah, everything's looking good. Here's the spec information. It is a brand new fan made last year, at the end of last year. 55 watts, and that's not a lot for a 12-inch high velocity fan, but we'll see how that translates to the performance when we plug it in. So let's go ahead and assemble it. So as for the stand, looks like we just press this button down, slide the two pieces together, and this should just lock together. And once the holes line up, it's feeling very flimsy because of the joint there. See how that just flexes? Not sure how I feel about that. Now to mount the fan head to the stand, we have these screws that are fitted with this cap on it, so that's really nice. Tool-free assembly. And it's got this rubber grommet that has little pegs that stick out, which looks like it should remain in there like that. So how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna take it off on both sides. Gotta make sure this is on camera. Keep the grommet in there. I'm gonna zoom back out. And what I'm going to do is, while keeping the fan lying down, I'm just going to fit the stand over it and tighten the screws. Should go like that. How's that looking on camera? All right, and it's as simple as just tightening up the screws again. If I can locate where the screw hole is. Okay, so that's threading on quite nicely. I'm not going to tighten it just yet because I want to check one thing. Just kind of wiggle it around, find the thread. Okay, so that is threading on, I think. So I'm just going to stand up the fan. One thing I always check with high velocity fans is how well balanced the fan head is without it being tightened. It's not bad, but yeah, you can tell it's kind of biased towards the back because of the motor. Sometimes what manufacturers do is put the mounting towards the back to kind of balance out the weight, but it's not too bad, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. Oh, and this is not good. I misthreaded this, almost misthreaded this screw here. That's no good. And here it is, fully assembled. It's looking pretty good. It's kind of a plain looking fan, but not a bad looking one either. It's got a nice semi-gloss silver finish. It's got a decent reflection going on there. And the paint job feels pretty durable. So that's a good sign. It's got a chrome stand. And of course that badge that I really like. And the Westinghouse name on it. Now those two little faint circles there, it's just the light bleeding through the back of the badge there. It's got two little holes on it. Not sure why. It's got 3 aluminum blades, which are not super deeply pitched, but it's got that little scoop at the end, so that kind of makes up for the rather shallow pitch near the front, or near the leading edge. And of course, they had to stick that sticker right onto the front side of the blade. I mean, really, it's common sense to keep your fingers out of the fan. Do they really need to stick the sticker on there? I'm going to have to take that off whenever I open up the fan. That really bugs me. So there's the motor. It's actually a pretty decently made motor. It's got a cast aluminum or some kind of metal housing. It's not stamped. And it's got 8 poles in it. 8 distinctly wound poles. Maybe kind of difficult to see from here, but you can kind of see it. And also the motor, the bearing there, it says Massey on it. It's upside down. I'm not sure why they did that. The fan I returned also had the Massey written upside down, so maybe it's just the way they assemble these. And also the rotor on this fan has, and it's very difficult to see, but it has those spacers that have cooling fins built onto them. So this motor seems to be one of the slightly better ones that I've seen on these, you know, basic high velocity fans from modern, you know, big box stores. So that's a good sign. I'm liking that so far. So there's the side profile. It's a really thin fan. There's a better view of the motor. And of course, on the back, one thing I really appreciate is a nice handle that's pre-shaped so it's easy to grab. Now this switch design was quite popular on the mainstays fans in the United States Walmart. So basically you can turn this switch all the way around 360 degrees, so you can start this fan either up on low or directly onto high speed, and you know, you can go all the way around. There's 2 off positions, which I think is a really good idea because, well, in my opinion, it kind of saves you from having to go through all the speeds, especially if you just want to go to either low or high speed. So it's kind of a nice design. There's the back and the cord, which feels kind of stiff. It's not one of those softer cords, but yeah, I'll take it. It doesn't have a fuse. So let's go ahead and plug it in and see how the performance is. So with the fan plugged in, I'm going to start it up on speed 1, which should be low. Oh, I heard a startup sound, very faint, but it was there. Quite well balanced too. I'm not really feeling it shaking at all. Maybe just a little bit, but nothing that's going to bother me or the fan. And one easy way you can often tell just how well balanced the blade is seeing the reflection of the light. It's pretty consistent. Sometimes with out of balance blades, if their relative pitch is off, you'll see the reflection kind of jumping back and forth, because obviously with different pitch, each blade is going to reflect light in a slightly different manner. So that's one easy way to just kind of check how well balanced the blade is visually. So that's looking pretty good, a decent sign. If I were to just look at it from the side, yeah, it's not too bad. I will go ahead and try to balance it a little bit better, but out of the factory it's not bad. Which honestly, this is kind of sad that we're you know, expecting it to be out of balance because of how bad modern quality control is, but you know, that's the reality with modern fans. Of course, with a lot of vintage fans, a lot of manufacturers took pride in balancing fan blades, but nowadays, not so much anymore. Alright, so there's low speed. The performance is not bad. Well, I realized that the fan must have been blowing straight at the camera this whole time. Hopefully my voice wasn't too muffled, but yeah, performance on low's not that great. It feels like a 12-inch oscillating fan, maybe an older one. But it is quiet, I have to give it that. But it's not exactly a high velocity fan quite yet, so let's bump it up to speed 2 and see how that is. Okay, a decent step up. Still pretty smooth. Let's use this plastic bag as a so not bad. Still very quiet though, which I like. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I've seen worse. But it's not really shaking the fan at all, so that's good. Alright, let's remount the camera onto the tripod. I'm hearing some bearing noise, which I don't like, but it's such a common trend with modern fans. They're just so under-lubricated. I'm going to have to oil it myself. Or it might just need to be broken in, who knows. Alright, here's full power. It gets up to speed real quick though, so the motor might be able to handle more load, honestly. Man, that bearing noise is loud. Let me grab that plastic bag once again. So if I were to make a comparison, I would say this fan is about on par with the 90s SMC, or in my case, SuperFans, 12-inch ones. But I don't know if I'd really say this is a true high-velocity fan in comparison to, you know, the fans we used to have that were truly high velocity, like Pattons and Lakewoods. But in modern standards, this is definitely a high velocity fan. Alright, so... Oh my gosh. That bearing noise. Okay. So this fan clearly needs to be either broken in or oiled because the bearing noise is just unacceptable. But we'll do a startup sound because I did hear one. Alright, take two, but we're going to see if we can capture the startup sound, and I'm sure if Lamont, if you're watching this video, you'll appreciate this. So here it is on, we'll start it up on low. I think there was a faint startup sound. It's not too loud, but it's still there. I'm not sure if the camera picked it up that well, but hopefully it did. And here it is on high speed. Woo! Okay. Alright, that's it. Alright, so that is the unboxing, the successful unboxing video of the Westinghouse 12-inch high velocity fan. Let me grab the box real quick. Oh man, oh, it does have the manual inside. I'll grab it. Oh yeah, we didn't take a look at the manual. So, it's kind of like a, oh, there we go. Nicely printed. All these safety notice, how to assemble it. And, yeah. Oh, okay, they actually say you can take the grills off, or grills apart. Sometimes they say, don't even disassemble the fan at all, they'll void the warranty. Okay, so there it is, and the warranty card. Actually, that's a pretty nice looking warranty card compared to a lot of times you just see the warranty just stuck into the manual. So anyways, that is the Westinghouse 12-inch. Oh, almost tripped over my tripod there. All right, so that's, oh my gosh, tripod almost fell over. This video is turning into a disaster. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this unboxing video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.